Hey there YouTube, Carl Commodity here, and I'm bringing you today my first Gunpla unboxing for this channel. I think it's my first, I can't really remember, it's been a while since I've done an unboxing of this sorts. But I'm excited to do this one today because it is one of my new favorite ones. The Kamiki Burning Gundam from Gundam Tri-Fighters. This one is so stupid interesting. I'm a huge fan of the Burning Gundams. I have been since the first one, and then the newest one has just been super cool. This one came out, and I'm like, nah, dog, you can't get these any cooler. But take all of the posability and the effect parts and all the different things you can do with the other ones, and then give it a samurai feel, because he pretty much has a katana now, which is just super sick. But today we're going to unbox this bad boy. I'm going to show you the runner, show you the manual, and really just kind of show you what comes in the box. Here we got this beautiful artwork of the Kamiki burning in full release mode. Down the sides we have all the different flare and effect poses that you can do. He comes with all the effect parts that are concurrent with the rest of the Burning Gundams, so I may or may not go super deep into those. Katana, which is super sick and I'm excited to work with, as well as a number of posable hands. That just kind of shows off here at the end all the other options you have for all the other team members of Team Tri-Fighters. On the other side, we kind of have a little bit of history, a little posability, some CGI artwork, some spec information, as well as some Japanese text that I can't read. Looks like scribbles, and that's kind of life. But what you're here to watch, what you're here to see, the unboxing. First off, we have the manuals. Typical HG fashion, a little bit of information about the mobile suit on the front, poses and cool little things you can do with it on the back. Especially love this pose. This is probably the pose I'm going to put mine in. It's really cool. Open it up, gives you some more information on things you can do for color guides, posing options, before and afters, basic information more or less on what you can do with these guys. Runner information on the runners that you should have included, how to cut them, how to not cut them, as well as parts and pieces that you won't be using. Folds open to review the panel. Each one of these is going to tell you how you're going to build your Gundam, starting off from, the body, moves down to the head, the right arm, the left arm. It just kind of keeps going and does it step by step, which is incredibly important because it's not hard to screw these out if you're not good or haven't done them before. So take your time when building these. Don't try to rush. If it looks sloppy, you won't like it, and you'll just get frustrated. But again, what I'm super excited for and what I can't wait to build is his sword. The sword is so cool. And the problem is, it's really not that cool. The sword is actually really stupid out of the box. Like, I'll show you when we get to it, but I'm not impressed with the sword as it is, but I'm impressed with what you can do with it. But we're going to start with just the effect parts. I didn't take these out of the bag because if you've seen these kind of Gundams before, you kind of know what the effect parts are. You have some flaming kicks, flaming punches included in orange effect. On the top here, you actually have the back burners, which kind of show off the explosions coming out and the fire that's leaving the Gundam's body. It's part of his overcharge. When we get to the smaller runners, we've got the E1 runner. Looks more like a basic waist runner. There's some waist joints here. The polycaps, which is pretty generic polycaps by now. If you've built one of these or have built any high grade ever, you know what these look like. The blue Plavsky particle effect pieces. They're everywhere, which is pretty cool. Here we have B, which B has the uncolored, might I add you, sheath for the blade. Looks like some of the waist pieces, armor pieces, back piece right there. A runner is going to include most of the hands, good bit of the torso bits. Looks like another backpack, some waist units, some inner frame. Yellow is typically where the V-fin is and the vents on the chest. Red is the rest of the outlying parts for the feet, the arms, and as well as the shoulders. And then white, which is everything else. Outer armor pieces, any kind of like white lining. We have the headpiece right here on the front and the back. What I really want to talk about is the sword. I'm disappointed, but I'm excited. Disappointed because the sword is completely molded in white, as well as the sheath. The sheath is also molded in complete gray. on the box and all the artwork, it shows it as gold and silver. So it's one of the fewest HGs I've ever had to make that requires some type of painting, which I picked up paint, and I'm excited to kind of get more into that, especially on a high grade, which is a little bit more cheaper than master grade, which I'm used to working with. I don't know how I'm going to paint it. I know I'm going to do silver for the blade, but I haven't decided on gold or if I want to do a copper for all the accents on the hilt. I'll figure that out when the time comes to it, though, really. There's not much I can do right now until I get to that bridge, you know? Just try and plan. Overall, though, I'm incredibly excited to build this. It's one of my new favorite mobile suit options. When pretty much as a high grade, it's not a hard build. Probably take me like an hour and a half, 2 hours if I take my time. And I don't know if you follow me on my Instagram, but I also just finished the Denial very recently. The Denial is actually pretty cool. Have that with the tri-burning, and I kind of want to make like a little set piece out of all three of them because they're three of my favorite like flowing effect pieces. But yeah, Kamiki Burning Gundam. Highly recommend you pick one up. You should expect a review within the next couple like week or so. I also have some other models I want to unbox and review as well, so you should start to see those pop. In the meantime, though, stay fresh, stay thirsty, like, comment, subscribe. You know the deal. Have a good one, though, guys.